Hey guys, yes, this is, this is Tim Nyworth here. You all know who I am. I have named it Halloweentubular. Yes, the first year for Halloweentubular. I am sorry about the last year. It was going to be, I just named it like 2 seconds ago after, before the follow-up then. So, I was going to make a similar video like this last year, but with all the hell with this storm we had trick or treating. I still trick or treat. I just had to resign it. I couldn't do it. Now, first day for Halloweentubular. This is a review for A Nightmare on Elm Street, directed by Wes Craven, released in 1984. So we have Tina, I believe Tina Gray, She is just this girl, she has this dream, she has dreams of, a crazy man, running after her. No one believes what's going on, so, something else happens with, thus, it shows her other friends, which is Nancy, Nancy Thompson, who is actually the whole protagonist of this film, and she's actually the most loved hero in the series. And we have Glenn Lance and I believe Rod Lane, which are the boyfriends to Tina and Nancy. And this is Johnny Depp's first film as an actor, and he was really good for his role as Glenn. Really good for playing Nancy's boyfriend and all. And I gotta say, his death was awesome. And so, Marge Thompson, which I couldn't stand the character. She just scared the shit out of me, and she was annoying. She took Nancy down and said that she and a bunch of the other Springwood parents killed him alive and burnt him because he was also a serial. He was not just serial killer, but killer. But he was just but he was a child molester who also loved to tear kids off, tear our kids out. And but I love the Freddy character. I don't know. They have dreams of the man. They find out that after having sex, that Tina is killed by, and I like Tina's death. She was like, it was dragging her. She went up say that up there, and they took her from there, and then after Tina's death, they blamed it on Rod, and they think Rod is the one who killed his own girlfriend, who he really loved. Now, for being in prison, Rod ends up getting killed. I'm just gonna tell you, Rod ends up getting killed by getting hung. This thing, tie or something, takes him and hangs him, and it was Freddy who. I loved that special effects to it. It was so cool, really cool. And that was the time of the era that They did make really great special effects back then. Then it's up to Nancy and Glenn, and then before you all know, Nancy has a father, which his name is, I will know his name, but for now I'll just call him Nancy's father. Dream Warriors is coming up, so I will know his name. Her father is just being suspicious, So, I believe Marge dies before Glenn, or I think Glenn dies before Marge. Let's just say, yeah, Glenn is like falling asleep, and I want to get a little bit, Let's just say that I've been doing my homework there. Let's bet here. He was on there, and like something like sunk in, and like Freddy's hand bursted him in. It was really similar, and I will say in number 4, I liked it because it was very, very similar to Joey's death in Dream Master. So yeah, I like that. I like both of their deaths. They're really, really entertaining and creative. So that was the end of Glenn, and same with Nancy. That was Nancy. Glenn really meant a lot to Nancy. It was just, he was her everything. It was really pretty sad though. And I liked the most memorable part. I always loved, because I always watched the original VHSs when you always have to have the key. It was like you always have to have. It was like kind of like a cool puzzle. You like have to connect Freddy. They it was one. It was like a It was like a preview. It was like collect all Elm Street movies, and like she was like on the phone. I had to look for which movie it was, and it was still someone told me it was first one. I'm like, alright, I got the first one. So I ended up getting it, and I really loved it. Really, and then and this is all spoilers, so my whole channel is all spoiler. I always say this, all spoilers. She ends up taking, before like, if I tell you some of the, I'm not telling the whole movie, but the ending though. She ends up taking Freddy, I think some of the holy water. She ends up taking she closes the door or something, and Freddy is like vanishes, like phew, and thought it was really cool. She wakes up. It's just such a beautiful day. She was all cute and pretty. The bitch is there waiting by the door, and Marge, and says have a nice day, and she goes in Glenn's car, and I liked Glenn's car in this movie. And then she's like, wait a second. She's like, she's like thinking that she's still dreaming or something, and like the whole thing like comes up, and then like you hear his, and then she's like waiting by the door, and like, and then I just loved that. That was, in my opinion, between that with the phone and that, and I loved those endings, because not just this, but with other ones, it was like with a car. It was just really cool. Wes Craven. Okay, now this was a good movie, but not my favorite. I will tell you my favorite. But this is a good movie, very entertaining for new people, like members. If you're starting horror, this is the kind of film to like really start with, and go up. It was a really good movie, and this is the kind of one that